everybody. I'm coming here with you guys with the story. Psych! Hello, welcome to another episode of Two Women,
Two Opinions.
with your girl Marty.
And Taj.
Back at it again with another one. What you doing today, Taj? Bring us in. What we got going on?
So y'all know we talked about this last week. We are kicking off the month with things that we're grateful for. So last week we're grateful for each other. You know, y'all got to know me and Marty a little bit. But this episode, I brought somebody I'm very most thankful for. I was going to bring a couple of people, but one of my friends just camera shy. So we just going to let her live. But my other best friend is here, Miss Natia. She's been here before. How you doing, Miss Natia?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome back. So happy you could be here, but I'm very thankful for you.
Honored to be here.
Yes, I'm so thankful for her. She does a lot for me in my life. Not just like on a friend-to-friend thing.
I don't do that much.
She does. She does a lot.
It's just
she
like
doesn't
you
think she does.
You feel like you just lifing.
Yeah.
That's good. See,
with me though.
it doesn't right, but it doesn't feel like it when you just lifing. Like when you just lifing with someone, you just lifing. It's like
I feel like
lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend.
I feel like people don't recognize sometimes like the little that they think is a little bit to them, but for other people it could be a lot.
Yeah,
like she does a lot in my life. So yes, I'm thankful for you.
Aww.
I feel like nothing. I feel like it's nowadays. I like to say nowadays because back in the days y'all had it easier a little bit. As far as friends and stuff. Because my mama got friends for 20 years and shit like that. I don't feel like that shit come around no more. Because once somebody do one wrong thing, like it's over. Like our generation. That's what I'm saying. Our generation, I think it kind of slithered away after our generation, after our age group. We do got friends. I know I have friends that I for a long time, years, and I have best friends that have been best friends since middle school, and but I just feel like our moms and them, like they were like shit. When I grew up, and back definitely in Ohio, it's it's very family oriented there. So it's like my mom had friends around like for 20 years. We was friends before kids was even thought about. And I'm like that's what's up. Like
that's how we are.
Friendships are like dope. Like, and I feel like nowadays, definitely like seeing my little niece growing up, and I tell you, y'all got the babies, which is okay, but my sister and them, they got the big kids. You feel me? Like my niece and nephews on Sean's side, and my niece, they're like 12, 13, 14. So I'm getting the teenagers. You feel me? And I feel like they're not finding friends that they can be friends with forever, type shit, and it's like, and they're telling you like, this is what my friend's telling me it's okay to do, and da-da-da-da. Even though we have bad influence friends, that's not the point. But it's like, they're like, no, I'm never going to be, and really not talking to these people ever again, like over a petty fight where we would be like, okay.
We mad today, but tomorrow we're back outside.
I definitely would go into high school. It's like, oh, I'm mad at my friend today, but tomorrow you better be right there or to meet me, or I'm going to be really corner, mad. Like, so I feel like that's something that they're lacking nowadays, which sucks, but I feel like they'll get it, I mean,
I
once
feel like
you find
cultivating friendships just in a whole has been difficult. I'm just lucky enough I've been friends, and I think we've all like cultivated our friendships over the years. Like we might have fallen out somewhere along the line, but not to the point where we're like, we won't go back and like reach out to each other and talk.
Right. I think it takes time. I think to see what's going to progress, it takes time to see what's going to unfold. I do feel like my siblings are in that age range, 17, 16, 15. So definitely, I think it just takes time. And even with us, I think we were close at one point, then life happened. We didn't talk for years, and we came back together. So I definitely think growth as a person, that way when somebody does come back into your life, you can understand.
Oh, now we got to talk about how we stopped being friends. Oh, before we get into that. But the first segment, so I broke this interview of Miss Natia up in 3 segments. So the first one is going to be about Natia, the mom, the best friend, the daughter. And I've got a little slideshow for you.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Took a little note from my buddy here. she gonna be really like taken back by some of these photos.
I'm like, oh,
I remember when y'all went to that I loved y'all outfits. Oh my God. When y'all went to that concert.
And I was the fairy godmother.
Yeah, I love that. That was dope. That was dope.
So that first picture was from us when we were on the football team together. So we were water girls all throughout high school. Y'all ain't gonna judge us. Okay, really was about the boys.
And we would have gotten football scholarship if we would have done it in college.
That too.
Being water girls is crazy.
We were,
okay?
and we was the first motherfuckers to sign up.
Sure was.
We was the first ones. It was me and
team.
And we was cute. We was probably the cutest things they had on the football
I love
team.
that.
Yes. I can't remember how we met. I think I vaguely do. It was definitely middle school. Yeah.
What?
I think I was walking home with Crystal one day, and she just so happened to be going to your house. No. I think I had invited myself to walk with Crystal home, and she met up with you, and we ended up walking to your house.
And the way
we've been friends ever
Crystal
since.
met is because I was buying people snacks at the gas station. She got upset. She was like, why you spending your money on these people? Are they your friends? Do you know them? And I was like, no, but they said they was hungry. So like, let's go. Let's get it. She's like, oh, hell no. Give me your money. Let's go. And I was
Not
like,
take my money.
She did. I'm sure she did. If
She
you know
took it.
Crystal.
We walked to the end of the street. She gave it back. She's like, look, don't let people use you. People just gonna use you. Like, and I was like, it's no big deal. Like, I'm blessed. Like,
I got it.
Like, I'm good. Like, I'm out here feeding the homeless. This is what I do. I know it was homeless. It was other kids.
I still know.
I'm sure it was other kids, but it's like, I'm out here feeding the help. I'm the G out here. Like,
but that was real, though. She had a point, you know.
And then I think Crystal and you were friends, in 7th grade? I didn't meet you until like a year later. How I met Crystal, I kind of forced myself on Crystal. She didn't want to be my friend, but here we are 20 years later. She's still very much my best friend. But yeah, I used to just like force myself into whatever she had going on in her life. And I think that's how we ended up being friends. And then for there, our friendship just kind of blossomed. We started doing pretty much everything together. Mm-hmm. And then it was football. And then once football came, it was literally, we were together all the time. It didn't matter what the fuck we were doing, partying, after school. We was kicking it big time. Her house was the hangout though.
Oh, absolutely. For sure. We had all the snacks, all the food, like all the privilege. Except we had to have our asses in the house.
Yeah.
By midnight.
Her mama wasn't about that bullshit.
Asked.
So we used to have to stay over Crystal's house if we wanted to like be outside.
No, because my mom was crazy. She used to be like, I'll drive by and you better be there.
Was that after what, like sophomore year?
No, because remember the one time I came to your house and we tried to sneak out and I was so afraid because I was like, nah. And we tried, I think that was the night we went streaking.
Oh my God. Was that the night that Jesse Chipoletti and them had come over?
No.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. That was a whole other night. Bitch, why are you put my business on the podcast?
Hey.
The whole childhood is just coming out. I'm like,
we did go streaking one night. I don't know why, what possessed us to, but my mom wasn't home.
I went streaking before as a kid too.
Really?
Yeah.
Just something
I think I was
bored.
I was braver to do it then than now.
I didn't go very far. I went to the edge of the driveway. This
Water
bitch was
too
down
fucking
the
cold.
street.
Water is too cold right now. I need the clothes.
No, we was outside. Like we was at my mama's house. We turned off all the lights, got naked, and then ran outside.
No water involved.
I couldn't drive my vehicle because my mom was crazy. Mm-hmm. So she would pull up to see if my car was there, and if my car wasn't there, it's a wrap.
Like, was you a teenager or was you grown?
I was a teenager.
Yeah,
this is high school.
Oh well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She should be crazy because teenagers with vehicles is dangerous as fuck. So.
I was very responsible.
Yeah.
The way you used to drive.
I didn't have a car, but I used to drive my mama's car when I was in high school. Hell yeah.
Not I.
When she left me.
Her, and then we had another friend named JoJo. They was the transportation because my mama was not buying me no goddamn car. Girl, you got 2 legs, 2 feet, and here's $2 for a bus pass. You
no, man.
What else? So let's talk more about like our childhood. Like we grew up, we hung out a lot. When we got a little bit older, me and Natia had like a weird, I didn't know this though. I thought we stopped talking for other reasons. She thought we stopped talking for other reasons. You want to talk about it?
What? Okay, she stopped being my friend over Morgan McCrary.
Damn, the government. The government is crazy.
We had went to a party
Shout out
one
to
night.
Morgan.
Look, and neither one of us want him now. Would never even fathom talking to that man now.
No.
But as teenagers, she had took us to a party at his house. And I don't know. I didn't know there was like something going on
You said
between
kid
them.
shit?
No,
Yeah, just kid shit.
Oh, he
was. He wasn't. He was talking to her. I didn't know that they was talking like that. Then he shot at me.
No. It wasn't even like that. Him, no, it wasn't even like that.
See, y'all still ain't got the story straight
No.
20 years later.
No, I'm just saying it wasn't like that between me and him. I liked him. I don't know what his feelings were. But you had told me that he pretty much was like trying to get to me, like on purpose that night through you or something later. I just kind of felt like, I don't know. It was just kind of like, I know after that situation, then none of us talked. Taylor didn't talk to me, you didn't talk to me, and JoJo didn't talk to me.
I don't remember. I couldn't tell you. But here's the thing though, even like after we all had like that weird falling out, I didn't even really, I ended up liking somebody else within that friend group. So I didn't even talk to him. So I don't even know what all of that was.
I don't know.
But we stopped talking for what, 2-3 years? Maybe a lot longer than that, because we didn't speak again until after I moved to Denver.
But that was right before graduation. So like that was like, my junior year, your guys' senior year. But I graduated with you guys.
Yeah.
So it was, I mean, after high school, I mean, that's when life started lifing.
Bruh. College.
So, yeah, college, freaking, I got married early.
And then you moved to Denver. And then 2015, I moved out there because I had a really good job opportunity. And she was like the only person I knew, but we didn't even see each other.
But the crazy thing I think is when you moved, that's when Matt was deployed. So I came home. So I was home 2015 for like, well, I think he was deployed maybe a year. So I
wasn't
was
even out there that long, though. I ended up moving like 6 months later.
Well, then, yeah, it just depends because he was deployed 2015. I definitely came home.
Okay. But yeah, we've been through some stuff together, but we here now. I don't know how we got back to talking now. Because once I moved to Chicago, I stopped talking to everybody. So I was just in my motherly element.
She hit me up. She hit me on Facebook. You said, I want to go in nature, and I know that it has to be with you. Yep. And I said, bet. Let's go. And
I cried that day too.
Because we did, yeah. Because we did a Reiki.
We did. We ended up just linking up, and then we went hiking for a little bit, and then we talked for like 4 hours. Mind you, I was only supposed to be gone for an hour. I remember I got home, I got cussed out by my mama. I'm like, girl, where you been? What you been doing? Has you been sweating? No, you ain't go no hiking. But yeah, we ended up sitting outside and just talking for a few hours, and we've been kicking it ever since. Like when I came home, it was more so about like reconnecting with people who I have like lost touch with, but mainly like just trying to like figure out who the fuck I was because I lost so much of myself. So I was like, I don't know if I have friends anymore. I haven't talked to these people, and I'm very much a person who tries to stay connected to people. Y'all know this. I have attachment problems. So if you in my life, it's permanent. Get used to it. It's a forever thing. But when I had moved to Chicago, I had cut off so many people that when I moved back here, I was like, I don't even know if people still fuck with me like that. Like, I don't know if like my friends that I consider my friends are still my friends. But yeah, she was very much open to me, and we went back to just kicking it just fine. Now I'm at her house all the time, making messes and shit. She be trying to get me to clean up.
Oh my God. Next time she cleaning the whole house, I don't give a damn.
Like, put it right to work.
No, for real. The next part about Miss Natia, y'all need to know, is that she's an artist, okay? And her artist name is Hippie Nikki. Quan's got a lovely photo of us, her doing her thing. I sent you one. Yeah, got it.
All these photos.
Well, at least you got the videos. But tell us about your art. How did you get started? There it is.
Actually, I'm just like a natural born artist. One time we went to SeaWorld. I think I was like, I don't know, 6, 7. I went to SeaWorld with my family, and we went to like this little pie shop. And I remember they had this little pie cartoon on the kids menu, and I just felt like drawing it. I wanted to draw it on my napkin for whatever reason. And so I drew it, and I'm a mimic, so my art style is a mimic. I pretty much do everything but realism. Like, I'm not going to do a portrait. I could do realism when it comes to like landscaping and probably animals and things like that. But as far as like the person, I haven't ventured down that path yet. Eyeballs, features, isolated, A-okay. But I'm a mimic, so I drew it perfectly on the napkin. My uncle Anthony looked at it and he was just like, "Did you trace this?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You sure you didn't trace this?" And I said, "No, I didn't trace it. Like I looked at it and I drew it." He said, "That looks identical." And I was like, "Bet." That's all I needed. So, I just kind of did that, and I dabbled in art in college. I definitely was involved in art in middle school. In high school, I don't think I really did art. I think I focused more on my languages. But college, I definitely did some art classes. And me and my professor, Ace Boone Kuna, he was not an easy man. But I kind of lost touch with it for a while until after I became a mom. And then my first mural I did was in my little cousin's room. It was like an eyeball it was like a camera with the eyeball as the lens and like the silhouette of this girl. It was a saying about life and capturing the moment and being in the moment and being present. And so just from there, I just kind of started developing. I got a few contracts around town.
Yeah, tell them where they can find your art at. They can see it.
Unfortunately, it used to be in the dispensary, but they covered up all the art that we had put in there. It was me and a few other artists. Some of my friends from San Diego came out here and they painted a mural. But they covered that up. But you can find me at Above the Crust. I got a contract for Above the Crust. There's 4 locations out here. I did 3 of them. So any Above the Crust locations you go to, that's me. But yeah, most of my stuff are just residentials. I do a lot of like commissions for residential places. I've done a lot of floor work as well, like a lot of painting on floors, epoxying of floors. I'm pretty much really good with my hands, not, no pun intended, but
She's one of my friends that if she don't know how to do something, she gonna figure it the hell out. Okay.
Absolutely.
The only woman I know that will go and rent a like industrial something, like, hard working wise and be like, I'll figure it out. Girl, no, call a contractor.
Right.
Call people that know how to do it.
Like,
but she
no.
will figure it out. And not only will she figure it out, but she will execute it extremely well.
That's dope. I like that. I like that story
Absolutely.
behind it, how you just kind of, it came to you. I like that.
She has a strong influence over Harper. Like now all Harper does is draw and color. She wants to paint all the time.
That's good.
Yes. What influences you when it comes to your art?
Man, I don't know. That's a good question. Usually it's just when I'm feeling it. When I'm feeling it, it's like when I really want to create something. Because when you create, it's birthing. You're birthing something. It's creation. I mean, it's what we do as women. We create. That's our power. So I don't know. I guess it's just like when I got that flow, when it's like I really want to bring something into this world, and it's not always easy just to bring a child into this world, So it's definitely something that I don't know. It's
I
just
feel
a
like
piece
being
of
an
me.
artist is something that you have to love. It's not something that you can just, I can do it here. I can dibble dabble or doodle. Oh, well, people doodle and do it professionally as well. But I feel like it's just something that me personally, I feel like it's something you have to love, because the worst part of me doing nails is the art part. I'm like, oh my gosh, they want this on here.
And you're not even 100% sure how your art is like
Yeah.
reflective of you, or like how people are going to see
and
it.
then once if I tell you how I want something to look, I give you all the details, but it's up to you to execute what I want it to look like. Because I can see it in my head, but I can't see it on paper. And the way Google was formed with images and shit is from artists, right? Because they gotta make it for it to be something that I can refer to. So I just feel like it definitely have to be something you love, period. Because
I think consumers need to understand, if you're going to contract somebody that does art in any type of capacity or creates in any type of capacity, you have to trust that person. You need to like their style. You need to like their vibe. You need to like their outlook, because all of that is going to show in their creation, whatever they create. So you kind of, when you're coming to somebody who is creative, you should be giving them their artistic flow, because you want them to put good energy into whatever they're creating for you.
Yeah, you don't want to make it feel like it's not to say it's a job, but it is. But that's why I say you have to love it, though, in so many words, because I want, if even though I'm paying you, I want you to feel like you have your creative control. And that's what being an artist is like.
A real artist, yeah.
Real, yeah, definitely. That's why you gotta love it. Because what if you do have somebody on your back? You still gotta put this image out, and that image reflects you. At the end of the day, whether you was pissed off at the consumer or not, it still reflects you. So you kind of gotta push all the bullshit to the side and make art. So
That's what. But when you're creating that thing, all of that fades to the side. I've had jobs where I've been talked down to, I've been disrespected, I haven't been paid. They don't even post the shit when I'm done. They give me no shout outs. But when I was painting that piece, I had to bring to fruition what I saw. And until I did that, I wasn't going to be satisfied. It didn't matter what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
So like, you always like, when it's like again, you're birthing something.
For you, is art's more like who you are and not about the money.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like,
her work, like, to me, ranges in so many different, like, you can really tell, like, where she is or where her mind is. Like, you can get really abstract stuff from her, or you can get really, like, fun stuff. Like, I don't want to say, like, cartoonish, but you can get really, like, fun, kind of, like, goofy, high-spirited stuff. It just really depends on where you are in your state of being. Like, recently, like, if you went into her house was, like, painted one color. You go in there now, and then she's got, like, there's a mural here and a mural here. Like, you can tell, like, her, where she is, like, as far as, like, her state of being. Yeah. But I love that about you, though. Like, when I walked into her bedroom the first time, she has this big, beautiful mural in her bedroom. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, like, she just had plain walls. Like, the rest of her room was pretty much, like, neutral. And then the next time I go in there, she got every wall painted. Everything's different. The bathroom's now black, but then she's got, like, these dope-ass, like, abstract, like, triangles on the wall. It's really dope. Yeah, you just tell, like, her state of being or where she is when it comes to, like, her artwork.
I'm really big on feng shui. I feel like you always got to be moving the energy around in the house. So it's
I have
good
no artistic, like, designer, none of that.
None.
Like, besides dressing, that's it. Like, I don't got nothing else
Sean does that.
outside of my...
Sean does that for you.
What?
I thought you had a stylist.
Nah, I'm not a stylist. Nah, we dress colors. Like, if she get dressed first, I'll try to match her with colors. It makes it easier for me to get dressed. 'Cause I'm like, okay, you wearing this color, I'm gonna try to match it with the color. If I get dressed, vice versa. But as far as like dressing and all, we actually buy each other clothes. Like, we each other shopper. That's crazy for real to come think about it. Like, all the outfits that we wore in Houston, I bought all of them for both of us. And then we'll go somewhere and she'll dress both of us. Like, so I think it's kind of like, and then like on Christmas, on Christmas and shit, like she'll buy me a bunch of clothes but it's putting it together. It's the thing. Like, cause I'm gonna buy you an outfit. You got to find your shoes. You got to find your whoop-de-whoop, your jewelry, your how you gonna wear your hair, your whoop, you feel me? Cause Sean can't wear no non-designer shoes in my head. Unless it's some like sandals or something. If it's gym shoes, it got to be designer. Cause it don't make. She's just like a boy. I could wear whatever, like, but she can't. I'm sorry. She can't. She be salty too. She be like, I don't want to spend no money on it. Well, we're buying it.
Yeah. Now, as your friend, I know I'll be on your head about like when you gonna put out artwork or when you gonna do this, but when do you feel like you get that calling to like paint something new or to dabble in some like new abstract or like when it comes to like art or something like that? Like new concepts when it comes to art.
Like, what do you mean, branching like into portraits or something?
Or just anything, yeah.
Well, I did just do ThriftCon, so I did just paint on a whole bunch of apparel pieces, some jackets, some purses, some backpacks. So I did just paint on those. So I do have those pieces. But as far as like any new murals or anything like that, I really feel like I'm trying to cultivate my space, my home space. So I would just say look at my IG. I'm not really too big on my art IG. I'm not really too big on Canvas, although so many people are pushing me to get onto Canvas. I don't know, like I'm a big like canvas. I'm not really like a canvas, but like I'm a big canvas type of person, meaning like a wall or something like that. Like I like big pieces. So I guess I would just have to adjust my style to see. But it's definitely, it could be on the horizon. But I would definitely check my Instagram, my art Instagram page to see any new murals that I'm going to be doing. Because they'll definitely be in my house. And I'm pretty quick. So once my house is done, I'm up. I'm ready.
Don't say you quick now. I'm still waiting on my hoodie.
That's a hoodie. Look, that's a hoodie.
When it comes to her friends, y'all, she be like, I'm going to get to you. I'll get back to you.
Yo, I love my friends because y'all know I'm a real one, but I'm a little janky. And thank you for dealing with me because some people are just now getting their stuff 3 years later.
Like, we will literally take her items and be like, we want you to do something with this. I brought her, like, my favorite hoodie. I bought it, like, when I first moved here. It's bright yellow. I absolutely love this hoodie. But having kids, when I first moved here, it's super cute. A long time ago.
She didn't give me it when she first moved here.
No, because it was
She's
perfectly
telling
fine.
the story.
It was perfectly fine. But then, I got kids and whatnot. And they like to leave stuff in their pockets. So when I went to wash, it got stained, like, right here. So it's like this little blue, like, dye or something. I can't get it out. So I gave it to her thinking, like, she'll paint over it and then I'll be able to wear it. Now, this was a year and some change ago.
I don't even think it was a full year ago. I think you over exaggerating.
Bro, I got it to you before my birthday last
be
year.
coming up on a year right now. Don't play me.
I'm sorry, y'all. 11 months and 12 days.
Exactly. Don't play me.
No, I gave her this. But I know, like, when it does get done, like, the task I gave her was to, like, create something that she would, like, it would reflect me but come from her. So I know once I get it, I'm gonna be super happy about it. So I don't mind the wait. Like, any piece that comes from her, and I think all of us as her friends can say this, like, when it comes from her, it's worth the fucking wait. Like, ain't nobody give a damn about the wait. We ready for the product.
Right.
It's like when Beyonce coming out with something new, we don't give a fuck what it is. We still go listen. The last part about Miss Natia that y'all need to know is that she's an activist, and I don't know if y'all know what's going on over there in Israel. We haven't talked about it on here because we both felt like it was a very heavy topic.
We just kind of gave our opinions about it, and we kind of just left it alone because it is deep.
It's very heavy.
And it's a lot going on. I don't want to miseducate anyone out there that may be watching us on something that I don't have education on, even though I dig deep. I went down a rabbit hole myself, just to educate myself. But yeah, I'd rather not for this. We ain't the national news. We don't have to tell y'all shit, to be honest. So when we do release stories, it's things that we are very passionate about. And although we are very passionate about things going on in the world, I don't want to give out information that I don't have every detail.
I'm not educated enough.
And it's a lot with that.
Yeah.
It's a lot from history, from wars, it's a lot to break.
She was yelling at me yesterday.
down.
I was like,
I was just yelling at my friend,
not
like
yelling.
I'm gonna say yelling because I was on the debate team and I'm very passionate about history. So I was like, how the fuck don't you know about this? Like, it behooves me that you don't have a clue. Now, I'm not saying you know as much as I may think I know, because let's be honest, we all, we can dig as deep as we want to, but they can be putting bullshit out. But as much as I feel like I have learned about it, it's still so much going on. With the situation is like, but you have to know something about this shit. You can't be like dumbfounded.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm completely ignorant to it. I know that there's a huge war going over there. I don't know what caused it. I don't know what's going on over there because I've got
the war never ended.
A million things going on in my little world. But that's what she's here to do. She's here to educate us today, ma'am.
I think what's important to understand about what the atrocities that's happening in the world, and this is not just in Palestine, this is also happening in Congo, this is happening in Sudan, even our own people of Hawaii, Puerto Rico. Like, there's a lot of oppressed people in the world. And I think what we need to do as consumers is look at ourselves and look at how much we consume and look at what we are buying into as consumers, because everything that you invest in, it goes to something. And it is our job to not be ignorant in what it is that we're supporting. And it's very much our job to get our government under fucking control.
Did you vote yesterday?
Why would I vote?
What kind of election was this? I don't remember what this election is called. It's before the big one.
That was just the
local.
It
was a local election. No?
If both parties is the same thing but a different color, why would I play into a system that I know is set up against me? My goal is changing that system because we, the people, have the power to change the system.
How do you change it without voting? I just want to know.
not
Because
paying
we
taxes.
have to have the people they're always going to be in charge, so we have to have somebody.
That's not true. They're not always going to be in charge because again, the
power that
So
power is for
they
the
have, we
people.
give it to them.
It's
Our
for the
dollar.
people by the people.
Yeah, no. So no. I get that. I get that we control for our dollar. We're we are in charge. But I'm saying, how do you take control without getting at least our people in control? Because you said not paying taxes. I'm sorry, I don't want to go to jail, so I got to pay my taxes.
Well, there is like a tax resistance happening right now because so many people are upset with all of the genocides that are taking place and the fact that our tax dollars fund that, and the fact that why is it that the United States can send trillions and billions of dollars to all these countries for war, yet we can't get free healthcare, we can't get free education. We can't get these things that some countries we're sending this money to are actually getting it from our dollars. So it is, so no, you're not going to go to jail. Actually, they just cut the IRS. They just cut their budget. So if enough of us stand up together and protest, they actually won't be able to afford to come after any of us.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
So-
yeah, of course, if enough of us actually put our best foot forward, to actually stop it. But like, just, I used to canvass and back in Ohio, was on a whole committee with everyone. It's easier said than done. When we walk down the street and ask everyone to do so, they're like, why? Why would I risk what I have going on to join this movement with you? And of course, that's why we need more than 1, 2, 3 people to join in to actually make a change. My question about the voting was, how do we start that change without having people that's actually in power that think how we think?
Well, first you have to put people in those positions to get elected. Like you have to, so like how, I forgot her name, but how she went around in her community, she like wore out the bottom of her shoes. She was a spit. We have to put our people who want good for the people in those positions. We're not doing that. So it starts by actually putting younger people in there and putting, I don't know, caps on terms for Congress and for Senates and things like that.
A lot of these people stay in those seats
But
for
I think it's
years.
important to understand all of that in the past, like canvassing, all that, that's great. But right now, the climate is everybody's eyes are being opened. Everybody's seeing the bullshit that our government is doing. Everybody is... It's hella people upset right now. And rage, one thing about sacred rage is it does push for change. So I think it's important to understand the climate and the present moment, that right now people are mad enough to cause change. So I think it's enough of us to where we could stand up. And I don't think, I just shared something on my page where it was a woman genuinely asking how many people feel like if they stand up, if they stop paying taxes, nobody else will do it for them. And a lot of people feel that way. And because so many people feel that way as a collective, there's no reason why that should any longer be an excuse, because we all know that we're willing to do what it takes to change our system. We have the power. We have all the power.
I agree. I just feel like it has to be enough of us. Like I will be me personally. I would be the first one to take the step. When I said go to jail, I'm saying a long term situation. Not saying if I don't pay my taxes. I didn't pay my
you
taxes.
missed 1 year. They ain't gonna come for you.
I didn't
miss
do
like
it last
30
year.
and they be like, hey.
That wasn't what I was saying. I was saying in the long term. If we started now, it would be a change there. What I was saying, like for instance, when normally when I do something or I say something, I'm going to be the first one to do it, no matter who follow me or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if the word is out and we're actually reaching out to people to actually educate them on why we're doing so and such, we'll have more people within the movement. But I definitely agree. I feel like it should be a cap. I feel like it's a lot of shit that people are figuring out and open their eyes to nowadays. And I feel like it's a lot more people that will stand up. No shade. I agree. I just asked the question of the voting thing because I feel like we kind of miss our opportunities sometimes.
I'll tell you right now, I did.
No, I completely I'm never like against or with the vote. I feel like that is up in the air, to be honest with you. But I feel
And
like
you gotta be
sometimes we
educated
can
when you
kind of
vote,
miss.
too.
Yeah, of course. And that's one thing.
That's
You
one
will
of the
sit there and
biggest
just vote
thing.
for one party, not knowing that this one particular person in the party is totally fucked up, right? But I just feel like we do sometimes or can sometimes miss our opportunities to make the change from not doing our research to vote certain people in that may not be popular in the big eyes. That's why.
I mean,
Absolutely.
to like piggyback what you said, I think the biggest issue is like a lot of people that are playing in these roles are, now I don't want to say paid actors, but you know, there's some corruption to them. Like nobody's 100% clean when they run in these government official elections. So like you said, we need more people that are from the people who actually want to give back to people, not people looking to fill their pockets or, you know, looking to take care of just their family.
Follow
like
the
for
money.
the school district, I don't know if y'all saw, but the school district here, the head of the school district had a bunch of teachers arrested because they came after him about where the funding was going. He's buying big ass houses. He gave himself a $7,500,000 bonus. Like shit like that is going on. We can't afford to pay our teachers. We can't afford to pay our people who are in culinary, right? There's a big strike that's been on and off down there on the strip about workers, not just about the traffic issue, because I think that's a lot of our issue, that if you work on the strip, traffic has been a bitch. You can't get to work. A lot of us are missing hours, and people are getting fired.
It's a lot
because
of people
of all of the
on
construction
strike right now. It's
but
a lot
it's
of
more so about the pay.
industries.
It's
That's
about
why I agree.
how much money we're making.
Yeah.
Like people are getting spit on and food thrown at them, and people are mad disrespectful when you work in culinary, and they aren't paid for that. They aren't, you know. Y'all see 18% gratuity, but a lot of the times that money go back to the restaurants. That money goes back into the system. They get a cut of it. Right? If you work of a team of 15, you might get a cut of that 18%, but it may not be going directly to you.
Yeah.
So it's not just, you know, like you said, it's our government, but it's also a lot of the people that we have a power outside of just our government. A lot of these people that own these.
It's us. Like
you know,
she said,
big,
we have the power. It's us,
we're
the
a
people.
drop in a bucket when there is people who have a shit ton of money that can move mountains that aren't. Right? There's a lot of people that we watch on a regular basis that have the money
agree
to move
disagree
mountains.
with
the
that because
minority.
we are the people. Because so we are the majority. If you think about it, the people that the consumers, we're the
But when
majority.
we are the consumers, and a lot of us follow the people, Blueface, Cardi B, and all these other motherfuckers that have money.
Well, no, that's
we're
why I was
watching,
saying
we're
with
indulging in that
and that's
shit
why
all the time.
That's why I was saying with the voting and knowing who you talking about and doing your research. But it kind of goes back to what she. That's why it wasn't a disagreement. I just wanted to know about the voting thing. It's us, because if you was a sticky note and you had to know and you stick it to another person, we making a ball, you go follow along. But if you don't start that sticky and you don't have that rock and you don't have that ball, nobody's gonna follow along. So we kind of don't have that start. We do, because we got a lot of people mad. No, I'm not saying like, because it's a burden though.
That's why
do you
I
know people that
said-
start these organizations? They are fucking stressed out from trying to get people to join.
Okay.
Oh, it's definitely stressful. I
Hell
think
yeah.
it's more.
Even her just educating me. I know she was getting frustrated with me. I was like, Fred, we could just move. We could just get out the country.
But it's not that easy when imperialism still exists.
You just like
it's
them,
not
you
that
leaving your
easy.
people.
Fuck this
You know?
country. No offense. Don't come find
But
me
it's
now.
not. Again, it's not just this. We can leave this country, but if we still
And be in
allow this
poverty
power
somewhere.
to be here, they're bullies. Look at what they're doing in all of these other
Those
countries
smaller
that have
countries, yeah.
nothing to do with them. It's a matter of time. If we don't nip it in the butt now, we're mad enough right now to cause change. Let's keep it going. We're seeing all the atrocities. Let's keep it going. That's why I said, first and foremost, we got to look at ourselves as the consumers. What are we digesting? What are we standing for? How is it that so many people, and I have a sailor's mouth, but how is it that so many motherfuckers can see people in despair, dying, and look past that shit like it ain't shit?
I mean, we're numb to a lot of things now that we see on
That's not an
on the news.
excuse.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I just think people have filtered out a lot of shit. Like, once we started seeing black people, and I can only speak for our culture, our people, right? Our community. But once we started seeing us die on TV, I think people start to like turn their brains off on certain things. Like, we want to feel bad for the people in Sudan. We want to feel bad for the people in Israel. We want to. Right, but we also have shit going on here in our country.
What is it called? We was just talking. What is that? It's. I don't want to numb. We wasn't using numb. What was it when we see so much violence that we're immune?
Yeah.
We kind of, it sucks, because like you was talking about how people can quickly pull out their cell phone and record you get killed.
We're numb to
Okay,
it.
I'm only playing devil's advocate. But did you feel that way when we saw George Floyd?
No, we were angry, but that's what I'm saying. But how many times we've seen those George Floyd moments on
But
TV
that you
sets?
talking about
We've
George Floyd, we
gotten
talking
mad.
about all the rest of the. Did we feel like that just last week or not last month when the police? We didn't even talk about it. No shade to the family or anything. It's for my mental health. I didn't want to talk about another fallen black person. I prayed for it and I kind of watched, but that's where we at. They've been fighting for over 70 years. Not saying everybody was educated on it, but it's kind of, once they put it out on the news, that's what they did, which is fucked up because this fight is different from the one that they fought 70 years ago. You feel me? And I agree that it's scary. It's scary the way that we're immune
I believe that
to
our older generations, like I said, let's look at the present. There's enough people mad enough right now. We got enough people in enough different demographics that are willing to stand with us right now. I'm a firm believer. If we help our brothers and sisters that need our help right now, then when we need to stand up, they're going to help us.
I don't believe it. They didn't help us back in the day.
No,
Well, they
I was gonna
definitely
say, like,
Palestine
When did they
was
help
definitely
us?
advocating for Black Lives
were
Matter.
marching for us.
Black Lives Matter. Y'all talking about today.
No, I mean, but in general, when
Malcolm X was over there working with Palestine.
I feel like a lot, but I
when
feel
we
like
had
but
all
I
of the
feel
stuff
like
going
that's
on with
where-
us hot politically, they were in support of who we were as a community.
Absolutely.
So I get where she's coming from. Like, why aren't we willing to stand up for the
And regardless
atrocities that are
of
going on
any
there?
of
I just feel like
Wow,
where we
we
are
are
right
not-
now.
Regardless of any of that, we're not our colonizers, so we're not here to repeat history.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Period.
I guess
Yeah,
you
that's
just had to
true.
be woke at the time to remember that because I ain't the one that felt that. I guess I didn't felt that grief, which is crazy because I do. I be in the shit with everything.
Other
I just feel
countries
like
support
I feel
us,
like
whereas our country
support.
doesn't.
No shade. It's fucked up what's going on, but I feel like we support people more. We got so much shit going on right here. You just said our government is screwed. It's like we gotta take our time to deal with one thing at a time. We can't. If you saying that we gotta take all of it under one umbrella and just shoot it right now,
I've never said we have to take all of it on one umbrella and shoot it right
we
now.
gotta
That's
finish
not what
what
I'm
we
saying.
got going on here first before we help Palestine. It's crazy here.
Well,
in the
what's
US.
happening in Palestine is a genocide. So those people don't have time. Like they're genociding us too, don't get it wrong, but they're doing it slowly because they're doing it through chemical.
That's a fact.
They're being bombed. They're being shot at. These are civilians that have nothing to do with the political escalation of what's happening. Same thing with the Congo. Congo's being demolished because we want smartphones, because we want tablets, because we want electronics. So these are things that we absolutely can control right now to stop those people from dying so that we can, and in the meantime, because it seems like not too many people care that those people are dying. What I've been trying to do is educate and follow the money so that people can get mad enough at the government to at least take away the money. If we take away their money, they can't do nothing. So, I mean, you can't slay the whole dragon right now.
They gonna do for them right now. They got what they gonna do for Israel right now. So if we taking the money, that's for what they can do in the future at this point. For them helping Israel right now they got that. They secure what they gonna do with them. So whatever we take away from them is gonna be for whatever war they tried to start in the future.
No. They've approved a budget for Israel. They haven't sent the whole budget. Approving a budget and then sending said budget.
They sent enough to wipe. It's damn near wiped out.
They've sent
Gaza is damn near wiped out. So they don't need a lot more to complete the job, is what I'm saying. So what we working on is the future, right?
No, we working on right now. I mean, we still working on right now. I feel like, again, we don't know how much things cost necessarily to build these nuclear weapons. So even if they've sent 11.4 billion, how do we know that doesn't supply them with 500 bombs? Now, 500 bombs may be a lot, but let me tell you, they dropped 8,500 from October 7th to the 31st. So 500 compared to the 8,500 they dropped is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So until we know the breakdown of cost, like you can't say until they've sent their whole fucking $1 trillion budget, we could still fight this. And in the meantime, I hope that everybody gets mad enough at their government to be like, well, at least if you don't want to help them, bring it back here. I will just be happy to see people getting angry to cause real change so that we all get out of oppression. We all are oppressed. When one group is oppressed, we're all oppressed, period. All of these governments are not for their people. And that is the message. That is how we cause the change. So yes, we're fighting right now. We need to do it right now, for the future. We need to show them that we're not playing these games. A lot of times we get railroaded. We do it for a little bit. We only come together for a little bit. That's not what's happening right now. People all over the world are pissed. People all over the world are feeling this despair. People all over the world are like me right now.
I feel like people all over have been
beautiful.
pissed. It's just the internet, so we can see that they pissed now.
Maybe. But I haven't seen as many people organizing this much change. I haven't seen as many people boycotting. I haven't seen as many people willing to go to jail. I haven't seen as many people willing to stop paying their taxes. I haven't seen as many people saying they're not going to pay student loans.
We stop paying
I
rent?
haven't seen.
Can we stop
Then
paying
we
rent?
all be on the streets.
Yo,
The
if
change
we
ain't
want
that-
to do it,
if we
let's
got enough
organize
people.
it.
Hey, can we do
That's
what that
what I'm
lady did?
saying. The
Hey, we
thing
can just
is
do what that lady did,
organizing.
though. We can just
the
flip
thing
that.
is organizing it because
Let's
we
organize
can
it.
all five of us can do it in this room, and all five of us gonna be out on the motherfucking
Look,
street in 180 days.
Power in numbers. If
Well,
you want
definitely
it,
We can do what that
organize
Airbnb lady
it.
did, though. Flip
Yeah,
the stuff.
we can flip that
flip it on the
bitch.
mortgage
Fuck
company.
it. But this ain't
Yes.
California though,
Oh.
so they ain't gotta pay for our relocation.
fuck
But no,
outta
this is
here.
the thing. Everything is. I agree. I just feel like that shit is easier said than done.
Absolutely.
But it is power in number. That's a fucking fact. If you can get if one person can get 10 people to do it, 100 person can get 1,000 people to do it. That's a fucking fact. Now, when we go start this Facebook group, or because that's how we go get them. It's social media. It's the power of let's use the government to get them back. Cause that's they shit anyways. Or we go text it. Or
I
how
just feel
what we
like,
gonna do?
social media
Paper
wise, like a
cups?
lot of people are reposting and trying to
Yeah,
like get
because
the
that's
message
the only
across.
that's the big, like you just said. You say you reposted a post from the young lady the other day. So that's where I get most of my information. Yeah, I'll read, but I get most of my information because it's a lot of shit going on and everybody gonna post it. Like we said, like I feel like a lot of people been angry, but now we can. But this is the thing about what my comment, not the fact that social media is just showing that everybody's mad. The fact that I can see that you mad, and I can see I'm not by myself. Cause I feel like in the past they like, oh shit, I'm the only person mad about this shit, so I might as well just shut up, suck it up, go to work. Now I can see there's communities that feel the same way that I do. So I fucking agree.
I think back
with
in
you
the day,
100%.
we didn't have the numbers. There wasn't enough people mad. There wasn't enough people oppressed. Yeah, it was a lot of black and brown people oppressed, but you now got everybody feeling motherfucking
Ain't
oppressed.
nobody bills is getting paid. People
Ain't
out
nobody
here
separate no
struggling.
more.
Nobody can pay their bills. Nobody can go see doctors when they
but
need
like,
to.
But like
People are
California got the
struggling
law
to get-
to if they evict you, you get replaced. They got to pay for you to get replaced. But Vegas got non-cause eviction. There's two different state lines that we talking about. These motherfuckers can put you out for no reason, and they got to pay for you to be relocated.
I mean, so if you're one for the system, if you're one for lobbying and making sure you have things on bills, then that's what you got to do. You got to put something on a bit. Like you have to go through legislature. You have to like want that. You have to say, okay, us Nevadians, whatever you want to call us.
Oh God.
We
Is that what we're
want
called?
this clause when it comes to eviction, and we have to vote that. We have to put people in power that are going to vote for that, that's going to cut a budget for that. Again,
So, are you gonna vote in next year's election, the presidential? You?
Yeah, I always vote. You ain't talking about me about voting. I ain't against voting because I feel like we gotta keep doing it to get the right motherfucker. The more we don't
both
vote, the more
candidates
motherfuckers
are
that we don't.
for sending support.
Yeah, but
to
no,
something.
I voted for the independent last year, so I'm not voting for the people that you. I'm
The
probably
popular
voting for
vote?
the people that's losing. So
The popular vote.
yeah, I'm not voting for the popular vote. I'm most likely voting. Most of the time that I do vote, definitely locally, it's for the people that's losing because they don't have the money for the campaign behind them. So I mean, it sucks.
And that's what really sucks is that a lot of the people that
Yeah, it
could
was
make
only
a
like
difference
3
don't have
people
the
on the
money
ballot
to
last year that
back
me and
them.
Sean didn't. No, literally only 3 people. We researched and did homework on everybody else. So when we went in, we knew what the fuck we was doing, but it was like, who the fuck is this? Like, oh. And then, but that makes you think like, damn, is that the person I should be voting for because they don't got the news pushing their campaign out?
Typically, that is the person you want to vote
so
for.
it's crazy. So yeah, no, I'm not dumbfounded. I don't.
Money buys votes. Money buys votes. Money helps you win elections.
Right.
It's not
One
based
year
off
I was
of
gonna vote for
true
Harambe.
merit.
Harambe was on the ballot. I was about to vote for that.
I think we should see what
You
happens
did.
with all these motherfucking mobilizations that's happening with all these strikes before we talk about an election, because there might not even be a motherfucking election.
No, yeah, for real, because it strikes.
So-
You ain't got nobody working in them buildings.
I feel like every field right now has a strike, and I feel like we talk about teachers all the time here.
We love
We
our
all
teachers.
know teachers are definitely overworked,
Overworked and
underpaid.
underpaid.
And they cope in our children's mental health for most of their life, like childhood. So I feel like, all this shit is screwed. Like, I'm down for just call me when it's time to go out there.
I told her, let's just move to a different country. I'm definitely down to
me
just
and
move.
Sean gonna retire in a different. Once we retire, we out of here. But
That's definitely facts.
That's
We're
not
definitely
right
get the
now.
fuck
We gonna
out
get
of
an
here.
island. I want a nice little
That's not right
island,
now.
a little water, a little fish.
But
like,
that's
I don't need
like
Big
bitch.
little fish.
But no, I feel like
fertile soil.
I definitely respect that you got an outlook. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people, like you said, although there's a lot of people that's quote unquote woke and that do give a fuck, there's a lot of people that don't give a fuck, that just rather live their day-to-day life, 9 to 5, raise their kids and whatever, and don't give a fuck about no type of politics or nothing that's going on around them. So the fact that you actually give a fuck, I just respect that. I don't care what your opinion.
I think
She
one
would
thing
be out in the streets burning her bra if she could.
I mean, I think one thing that my friends
Burn
know
the
about
bras,
me
free the
is I'm
titties.
definitely a for the people's type of person. I don't want nobody to be oppressed. I look at everybody and I give them all love and all respect. And I look at everybody as my brother and sister. I don't judge. So for me, it's like, I don't want to see us no longer living in oppression, period, for any of us. And I think that's what makes me go. I'm a nurturer. I'm a healer. And I feel like we really need to heal this.
As a collective.
No shade. I respect that.
You want to jump straight into...
Well, we can do with we can just go right into the okay, so I don't have Netflix segment anymore, guys. Anyway,
tell them why. Tell them why we can't do Netflix
the
no more.
Netflix segment has been cut because
Y'all
the people don't want to buy their own account. And
Y'all
I'll be real, I don't have my own Netflix account. Me and my best friend Blair and Carter, I have Stars and HBO.
Yeah.
And they got Netflix, so I give them my Stars to HBO, and they give me their Netflix.
Yeah.
And I give them my Hulu. So I got Stars, HBO, and Hulu.
It was a community sharing experience.
So the other day, when we was
they kicked that
when
motherfucker
we was
real
watching
fast.
the Locked In,
Is this your household? Because if it ain't, you ain't watching
although
nothing.
we ended up watching Locked In, it was really good. So if you watch it, it was good, but it was kind of weird.
It was
but
weird.
Anyway, it was weird,
It was
but good.
weird.
So just watch it, whatever. They put the message up like, "Is this your main household?" I'm
Yes.
like, no.
Netflix ain't playing. They tried to stop me from
Yeah.
watching. Like, no,
Yeah,
bitch, I pay
yeah.
y'all that $14.99.
So it's you. Oh, it's your account.
Yeah, it's
That's
my
why
account.
you think you richer than me. Girl, no. But they did it to my friends and them when they was out of town. And he said, when I told him today, he said they did it to us, and we just told him we was out of town. Anyways, so instead of us getting locked out of Netflix, because I got to be control over what we gonna watch, I just did this week watch. So it's gonna be on whatever fucking app I find. I might do some shit that's on YouTube, because YouTube got some full episode shit too. Yeah, they got some full episode shit too. All right, so this week it is on Hulu. It is called Black Cake. Let's play this clip.
Black cake.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shout out to my friend Taj.
Should remain buried.
You know I got two friends named Taj. Did I say that?
Don't hate me. I had car stuff and then I couldn't find my keys. And
You don't get to just blow in here acting like you care all of a
I
sudden.
ain't hearing nothing crying.
acting.
I just see black people.
Ma is dead.
Read the will, please.
Your mother rarely spoke of her childhood.
She never spoke of it. And she always dodged our questions.
Well, in the end, she decided to talk.
I had promised myself I would take all of this with me to my grave. I didn't want to burden you with the weight of it. But I must confess, Eleanor is not my real name.
Kobe, wait!
I had
It's
to
a
protect you from the life I was forced to have.
I have a way that you can erase all your debts.
My daughter is only 16.
No better age for a wife.
In order to ensure my safety,
Okay, Black Kate.
someone would have to die.
And Hulu ain't doing that, so if y'all need my Hulu login, let me know.
Said, Hulu let you share.
That's crazy because I don't think I ever told you I got another friend named Taj. She's my friend for a long time, but she just had a baby and she never on social media. You know when they have babies, they don't text. They stop social media now.
Everybody, yeah.
She booed you, but
Anybody want to see
so
you
I
after I
asked
had a
the
baby?
people what they want to watch, and this is one she commented. And when I watched the preview, I was like, oh yeah, we definitely gonna get into that. But anyways, we're gonna gag us out today. Shit. Okay, just play the video. I forgot. I had a thing.
How you forget?
Oh no. Christmas, the holidays coming up. That's why I forgot, because I thought it was gonna be easy. The holidays coming up. Well, watch the Yoda. Look at the Yoda on the ground. I can't see y'all. Oh, look, you see it? You see the Yoda? That's Yoda. That's the Yoda. So it was like, so I just did this for everybody that I know the holidays coming up. For people that got kids that had a good year. Y'all about to be broke because y'all go buy your kids all the good stuff. But the people that the people that did not have kids that that don't have kids are just like to celebrate the holidays, such as myself. Happy holidays to you. Thanksgiving coming up and everything, and this is the month of thanks. So I just want to thank you, beautiful, for coming. For Taj, thank you for loving her, because I love her too.
I love you.
Love you.
I love both of y'all.
But anyways, we love y'all so much. We see y'all
I love
next
you,
week,
Sean.
and we yo.
I love you, mama.
Yes, I am. I am happily